It turns out that most people use their iPhone to just a fraction of its full potential. So here are 15 tips and tricks to unlock the full potential of your iPhone and turn you into a pro user. Starting with opening your camera straight from the lock screen. You know what's faster than unlocking your phone and opening the camera app? Swiping left on the lock screen. And a quick swipe up brings you right back to the lock screen. Because of this, I've reassigned the bottom right lock screen icon to something more useful like the QR code scanner. Next is scanning documents in the Notes app. If you still snap photos of documents, let me introduce you to a better way of doing this. Open the Notes app, tap the camera icon, and hit Scan Documents. It captures, flattens, and trims your scans automatically. No background clutter, no bad angles, just clean scans. Third is using the Calculator app to its full potential. The Calculator app has a few hidden features. Tap the icon in the bottom left corner and enable Convert to do currency and unit conversions. And if you use Apple Notes, there's a Math Notes option here too. Handwrite equations and get instant results. Oddly satisfying. Next up is Spotlight Search. Spotlight isn't just for finding apps. You can convert measurements like inches to centimeters, temperature from Fahrenheit to Celsius, and even do currency conversions. Swipe down on the home screen and just start typing. Fifth on the list is one of my personal favorites, the Measure app. If your iPhone has a LiDAR sensor, the Measure app becomes a digital tape measure. It also works as a level, super handy for hanging shelves or obsessing over your desk's alignment. Next is Face ID for apps. Face ID doesn't have to stop at just unlocking your iPhone. You can enable it for individual apps like banking or password managers for an extra layer of peace of mind. Seventh on the list is a better way to undo an action. Most people know about the shaking an iPhone to undo an action, but there's a better way. Swipe left with 3 fingers to undo, and swipe right with 3 fingers to redo the action. It's less awkward than shaking your phone in public. On a similar vein, the next tip is tap to return to the top of a page. Have you ever scrolled way down on a page and wanted to get right back up? Just tap the very top edge of your screen right next to the Face ID module and instantly zip back to the top. This works in most apps. Next is the one-handed use trick. If you've ever used a Max iPhone with one hand, you know the pain and struggle of reaching applications at the top of the screen. So swipe down on the bottom edge of the screen. The top icons will drop down to a level where you can now reach them with your thumb. Swipe up again to return to normal screen mode. Your thumb will thank you. Number 10 is universal copy-paste. As long as all your Apple devices are on the same Apple ID, Wi-Fi network, and connected to Bluetooth, you can copy on your iPhone and paste in your Mac, or copy on your Mac and paste into your iPad. This feels like magic. Number 11 is Control Center options. Long press icons in Control Center to unlock more options. For example, long press Wi-Fi for all available networks that you can connect into, or long press the Bluetooth icon to switch between available devices. Next are some underrated features in the Messages app. The Messages app has a few fun and useful tricks. For example, you can reply to a specific message, creating a mini thread inside the wider conversation. You can send handwritten messages which animate on the other end, perfect for adding a personal touch. And if you send messages like Happy Birthday or Happy New Year, get ready for balloons and fireworks. Also, if you own a Mac or an iPad, enable text message forwarding in Settings, Messages. Now all your messages sync across your other Mac devices. Number 13 on the list is hiding home screen pages. Want to declutter your screen pages? Long press anywhere on the home screen, then tap the row of dots at the bottom. Now you can hide entire pages by toggling through the check marks. Next is removing apps without deleting it. Want to keep an app but remove it from your home screen? Long press the app and tap Remove from Home Screen. The app still lives in your app library, but without the clutter on your screen. Minimalism without sacrifice. And finally, stackable widgets. Drag one widget onto another to create a widget stack. You can then swipe between the widgets. I stack the battery and calendar widgets for quick utility with zero clutter. And because you stayed till the end, here are 2 bonus pro tips. The first bonus tip is focus modes. Focus modes let you control your iPhone's behavior. For example, I created a focus mode called Record for when I'm making these type of videos. This shortcut opens my camera and the Measure app and silences notifications and limits visible apps to just the home screen. Now I can record videos without any distractions. The second bonus tip is custom shortcuts. When I get in my car, I like to do 2 things. Connect my iPhone to the car via Bluetooth and open my insurance app that tracks my driving habits so that I can get discounted rates for good driving. By default, I keep Bluetooth off and Wi-Fi on most of the time, but I don't want to manually turn on Bluetooth and the insurance app every time I get into my car. So I created a shortcut called Car Mode that automatically turns on Bluetooth, turns off Wi-Fi, and turns on the insurance app. The Back Home shortcut next to this other Car Mode shortcut does the exact opposite. It turns off Bluetooth and turns on Wi-Fi. These are tiny automations, but they remove a lot of friction in my daily lifestyle. Let me know if you want to know how to make shortcuts like these. If you found this video useful, please give it a like and subscribe to the channel. I'll see you in the next video.